everybody, we are back. This is the very first video I am making as far as the screen recording on the new setup here I have in Thailand. So I'm testing out the webcam, testing out everything, and we're going to talk about the treasure house within you. This is very, very powerful. And if you ever read, you ever studied with Joseph Murphy, you ever read any of his material, if you ever read The Power of the Subconscious Mind, I mean, that's an excellent, excellent book. I mean, I've read it. I mean, I've had this book at least a decade, maybe even 12, 13, 14 years, something like that. And, you know, I'm just now going through it again here while I'm in Thailand. But his little paragraphs are so powerful that I wanted to share them with you. Besides sharing them with a great big book, like when he wrote little paragraphs, they're so powerful that, I mean, each paragraph can be its own little video. And I wanted to share it with you today while we're testing out everything, testing out the mic, testing out the new system and all that jazz. But anyway, let's get rocking and rolling here. The treasure house within you. Okay, this is the bottom line with manifesting. The bottom line with you want anything. Okay, we always hear you want to do the Navigado technique, influence your subconscious mind. But the bottom line of manifesting is it's really the law of belief. It's how you believe. It's really believing the truth. What is the truth? The truth is abundance is all around you. The truth is abundance is your birthright. The truth is the Spirit of God lives inside you. Heaven is within you. See, that's the truth. It's all by law of belief. Okay, what's really happening, it just really comes down to what you believe. What you believe manifests into your life. What you believe in your 3D world, your 3D world will show you proof of what you believe. So, for example, you can disagree with me, but anytime you disagree with me, you're right. You're right in your own world because your 3D world is going to prove to you you're right. If you're negative, it's going to prove to you more negativity coming to you. That's how it works. Okay, so but let's read this short little paragraph. This isn't even a page, but it's so powerful. The treasure house within you. Infinite riches are all around you. If you will open up your mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within you. Listen one more time. Infinite riches are all around you. Abundance is all around you. But if we focus on the negative, we constantly focus on what we don't like, we constantly focus on things aren't going our way, we constantly go to work complaining about our boss, how we hate work, we hate our boss, we complain about our boss, we go home, we complain about the employees we work with, when we go to work, we complain about our significant other. You know what I'm saying? And that's being proven to you in your 3D world. That's why it's kind of like the cycle of karma. The same thing keeps on happening to you. You're blind to it. You're blind to the abundance all around you because you're focused on what you don't like. Remember, the basic universal laws are like attracts like. If there's a good, there has to be a bad. If there's an up, has to be a down. If there's a left, has to be a right. Okay, if you put out good, good has to come back to you. You put out negative, negative has to come back to you. You only see what you focus on. That's what we have to understand. If you only focus on abundance, only focus on happy, only focus on things you like and enjoy what you want to do, then all of a sudden, it might not happen overnight for you, but all of a sudden, the infinite riches you start seeing opportunity. You start seeing abundance all around you. It's like if you want to manifest your dream car. Maybe your dream car is a Porsche. Maybe it's a 911 twin turbo Porsche. Maybe it's blood orange, has some black stripes through it. And I did this, you know, I was kind of falling asleep in the state with my dream car. Then in Thailand, you know, Thailand's a perfect example because you very rarely see really high-end cars in Thailand like you do maybe in California, New York, Los Angeles and stuff like that. That when I was falling asleep in that state, that almost for a week and a half, when we would go out in Hua Hin here in Thailand, I would see a Porsche. I would see a Porsche drive by, or I see a Porsche like parked on the side of the road. And I would think, holy crap, I've never seen a Porsche in Thailand. Because what we pay attention to, what we focus on, we see more of. Okay, my screen turned off here. I'm just going to have to adjust, after this video, I have to adjust the screensaver here to let the screen stay on. So you probably saw that too. But anyway, that happened right in the middle of my perfect rant. Technology. But anyway, we see what we focus on. What we define truth for us, there's just going to be evidence of it in our 3D world. So let's move on here. Infinite riches are all around you. If you will open your mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within you. There is a gold mine within you from which you can extract everything you need to live life gloriously, joyously, and abundantly. So what he's talking about here, there's a treasure house within you. Heaven is within you. If you take it from the Bible, heaven is within you. The Spirit is within you. God is within you. You have the same. It's noted all over the New Testament. We have not just you, but me. All of us. We have the same power of God, the same power that Jesus had during his time on earth. He stated in the New Testament that we can do everything that he can do and even more. That's why he says a treasure house is within you. You just have to believe it. That's all. That's the law of belief. That's the truth that Jesus was trying to spread. He would say, know the truth. What's the truth? The truth is abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. That's the truth. But we've been deceived. We've been deceived ever since we grew up. We've been deceived when we go to the school system. Then we get a job and we hang around people either just like us or beneath us as far as mentality. And it changes us. It changes the way we think. Not in the better, but the worse. So one, infinite riches are all around you and the treasure house is within you. Abundance is yours. You have to understand, you have to hear this stuff over and over and over until you just firmly believe it. Until one day a light bulb pops off in your head. You wake up one day and you just get it. The reason why you get it, you don't conceptually get it. Okay, you get it because you actually believe it now. Let's go on for this one paragraph right here and that's it. And we'll wrap this baby up. Many are sound asleep because they do not know about this gold mine of infinite intelligence and boundless love within themselves. That's what we've been talking about. Many of us are sound asleep. We think bad things just happen to us. We think it's our right to live in poverty. It's our right for bad things to happen. It's our right for negative things to happen. But that's not your right. That's not the truth. Your right is abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. That's your right. That's my right. The same rights I have is the same rights you have. Heaven is within me. Heaven is within you. God is within you. Whatever you want, you can draw forth. Listen to this. I'm right here. Whatever you want, you can draw forth. It didn't say some things. It says whatever you want, you can draw forth. You can manifest it to you. Whatever you want, doesn't matter what it is. A magnetized piece of steel will lift about 12 times its own weight. And if you demagnetize it, the same piece of steel, it will not even lift a feather. Isn't that interesting? He gave a little example here about a magnetized piece of steel. He said a magnetized piece of steel, like a magnet. You know, we all played with magnets when we were kids, or we have a magnet on our refrigerator. He said a magnet will lift about 12 times its own weight. And if you demagnetize this magnet, the same piece of steel, the same magnet will not even lift a feather. Isn't this true? If you take a magnet, it will pick up 12 times its weight. You know, some magnets are really powerful, even if you play with teeny tiny ones. But then if you flip it over, it won't pick up nothing. It won't even pick up a piece of paper. And he says it won't even pick up a feather. Then if you flip it, when you demagnetize it, a lot of times you repel it, it will push things away from you. But then he connects it. Then he says, similarly, if I can speak English, right here. Similarly, there are two types of men. There is the magnetized man who is full of confidence and faith, Faith is belief. He knows that he was born to win and succeed. Listen to this. There's one type of person. There's two types of people. That's what he's talking about. One person is magnetized, and they think that they are born to win and succeed. They're confident. Everything's going to work out in their favor. Then he says there's another type of man who is demagnetized. He is full of fears and doubts. Opportunities come and he says, I might fail. I might lose my money. People will laugh at me. This type of man will not get very far in life because if he is afraid to go forward, he will simply stay where he is. Become a magnetized man and discover the master secret of the ages. So to sum this up, and this is the only thing I want to read to you, just because we dig down the rabbit hole and these little paragraphs come with so much knowledge. There's two types of people. One's magnetized. He's born to win. He's born to succeed. He's confident. Everything he does, the law of belief, abundance is his. Abundance is his birthright. And that's how he sees everything. Everything's going to work out in his favor. Then there's another type of person, completely opposite, like the laws of the universe. Remember, if there's a good, there has to be a bad. So this is the law of the universe. When he's talking about the magnetized person and demagnetized. If you're magnetized, well, there has to be a demagnetized. There has to be a direct opposite. These are laws of the universe. Laws of the universe are not biased. This is what you have to understand. The subconscious mind, we'll get into this a little bit later, your subconscious mind, your spiritual mind, is not biased. It just gives you what you believe. It gives you what you think about all day long. So what are you thinking about all day long? What am I thinking about all day long? But that's what's actually coming into your 3D world. If you don't like what's coming into your 3D world, it's a direct reflection of what you're thinking. But let's go back to this and wrap this up. The second type of person is demagnetized. And he says something very unique here. He says they are full of fear and doubt. You ever do something, every time you want to do something, you're full of fear and you're full of doubt. Even if you read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, this is what he states about fear. He says, fear is crippling. First, it starts off with worry. You first start worrying about something. Then doubt creeps in. Once worry and doubt mixes together, it creates fear, and fear is crippling. Why is fear crippling? Because it keeps you exactly where you are. And this is what Joseph Murphy just stated. When you're full of fear and doubt, opportunities come and you say, oh, I might fail. You get scared. I might lose my money if it's an investment opportunity. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur. You have to, just like with me, I just upgraded my equipment. And you might say, oh, people might laugh at me. If I tell them my dreams, tell them my aspirations, they might giggle or laugh and make fun of me. He said this type of person will not get very far in life because he is afraid to move forward. And if you're afraid to move forward, you will simply stay where you are because fear is crippling. Fear keeps you exactly where you are. Then to wrap this up, he says, become a magnetized man and discover the master secret of the ages. Discover the truth inside you. Discover that abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. Abundance is inside you. Heaven is within you. God is within you. If heaven is within you, the Holy Spirit is within you, if you're a Christian. Okay, I'm just using different language, different terms here. If God is within you, that means you are a God. You have the same power of God. You have the same powers. And Jesus stated this in the New Testament. You can perform all the miracles he did and even more. He stated this. But you just have to believe it. You have to believe the law of belief. You have to believe abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. This is why Jesus came. Or one of the reasons why Jesus came. The reason why Jesus came is because the king oppressed its people. The king kept everybody in poverty during the time Jesus was alive, during, I think, Caesar was the king at that time. So he kept people in poverty. And if you try to get out, you try to go against the rules and the laws, guess what? You were killed. Your family was killed. They kept you there by fear. Okay? Then that's not all. The strong religious leaders. They were rich and wealthy. They're strong religious leaders. But they did the same thing. They kept their people in poverty and oppression. And if you stepped out of line, it's all over the Bible. If you stepped out of line, they put you to death. Either they stoned you, depending upon what you were doing, or they crucified you in Jesus's way. So there's oppression on both sides. That's one of the reasons why Jesus came, to break the law of karma, to tell people abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. You can do anything you set your heart out to do. You can achieve anything that you want to do. That's what Jesus came here to let you know. That he is inside you. You have the blood of a king inside you. You can do anything. Then he goes on and he does like little quotes throughout the Bible. You have faith of a grain of a mustard seed. You can move mountains. What does that mean? If you have belief, just a little teeny tiny bit belief, you can call anything you want into existence. That car that you want, you can call it into existence. That dream house you want, you can call it into existence. That dream job you want, you can call it into existence. You just have to believe it. That's what it comes down to. But anyway, my friends, I just wanted to share that with you. I can go on and on and on about this and get going, but I just want to share that little pieces of wisdom by Joseph Murphy. But anyway, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know where you are. If you have questions about this stuff, comment below, of course, and I'll answer everything. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.